Productivity YouTube is its own little microcosmos. All these characters tell you how to be disciplined and reach your goals. But what if you follow all these advices and still can't stay on track? There must be something wrong with you, right? Wrong! In this video you're gonna learn the missing link why you can't stay disciplined and what you should do instead. Let me give you a little background story why I stand at war with productivity advices. It was after my second burnout, and yes, I needed 2 burnouts to learn this lesson. In 2018, when I not only hustled my butt off because my refounded coaching business was hardly getting any clients, I also started a second job as a door-to-door salesman, and I basically worked 18 hours a day. Until I collapsed. Until I couldn't do it anymore. For the cause of my health, I stopped my second job because I couldn't do it anymore. It was draining my life. I had to make this decision with the cost that I suddenly had no real income anymore. And with this, my relationship back then eventually fell apart. My colleagues in my coaching business, however, were still in hustling mode. But I learned with this burnout a valuable lesson. I did not become my own boss to work. I see that in a lot of young entrepreneurs. They are in this hustle mentality. And I get it. To build something, you have to put in work. But work does not mean more hours. I recently saw a TikTok of a guy that said his day is actually 3 days. His first day goes from 5 to 11, then the second day from 11 to 5, and the next day again from 5 to 11. He was so proud that he fits in 3 days in 1 day. And I can't find it anymore, but when you know what TikTok I'm talking about, then please link it in the comments. So he finishes his explanation why he needs an 18-hour workday with the words, "While you worked 1 day, I worked 3. While you worked 1 month, I worked 3 months. After a year, I outworked you. I am unstoppable." I have nothing against it. When you're young and you want to build something, you have passion for it, and you sit down and work on something, and suddenly the day is over because you were so focused. I have a problem with the glorification of putting in more work, grinding more. Like coffee beans that you put into the grinder to be able to brew them. It is crushing them under immense pressure to make them smaller, to make them fit to your purpose. The terms grinding or hustling already don't sound healthy. So the reason why you can't stay disciplined is because these figures don't do it either. It is not how the human body, or more important, the human mind works. You can't be focused on a task or a topic for so many hours a day, let alone for weeks to come. You can't stay disciplined because you have a crooked idea of what being disciplined is. See, you probably say to yourself, I will do this morning routine, and then I will do this technique to be focused and productive at work, and then I will do this night routine, whatever these techniques and routines are. But then, after 1 or 2 weeks, you stop doing it, and you look for a better routine. Or you force yourself to make these routines stick this time. But what you miss here is that every time you fail to keep up with your made-up routines, the trust in yourself suffers. You cannot trust yourself anymore because you promised yourself to do something, but you do not keep your word. It's like when a friend tells you he will be there on time, but he is always late. And after a couple of times, you cannot trust this friend anymore with measures of time. The same happens to you when you force yourself to be disciplined. You promise yourself that you will do this routine for weeks to come in the future, but you cannot see into the future. When life gets in the way, you have a problem. And then after a while, you're looking for a new routine, a better routine. And the search for a better routine is in its roots just a cry for more control over your life. You treat yourself as your biggest enemy, or that dopamine addicted beast that needs to be tamed. Otherwise, you fear that you won't be this valuable member of society, or that you couldn't build this important status to be attractive to girls, or that your father is disappointed in you because you couldn't build something. It was because of my burnout that I learned that there's a difference between working and being busy. There's a universal law called Parkinson's law, and it means that the room we give something will be filled. If you ever had an empty wardrobe and thought, I have nothing to put in here, after 3 months this thing was flowing over. Or if you have a deadline for a project, the project takes exactly until the deadline. The same goes for work hours. If we say we work 18 hours a day, we are busy 18 hours a day. But being busy is not being productive. Really meaningful work can be done after 4 hours. And the rest 14 hours of a day we try to be busy because God forbid we're not sitting at the computer focusing. That would crush our self-esteem. We would feel useless. But doing less doesn't turn your business into a laziness. If you still get your validation from hustling and grinding, then by all means, all power to you. Don't listen to me. But if you want to prevent a burnout, learn some self-love. You don't need to do all these crazy morning routines and get up at 4:30 and work 50 hours a day. You are a worthy and valuable human being even if you do less. Sometimes it's better to spend an hour thinking about money than to spend a week working for it. I know how it is to be burned out. It's literally a feeling of your inner flame burning out. Nothing excites you anymore and everything is like dull and meaningless. And it makes no difference for you if you are there or not. And I don't want you to feel this. This is why I had to rant a little about productivity advices. The best way to conquer it is to learn some self-love. And I made a wonderful meditation for this. Please allow yourself 15 minutes of your day. Click here and listen to it.